Oh, hello, everybody. I'm back. Can you all hear me? Put a one in that chat. How's everybody doing tonight, if you can hear me? What's up, Angel Eyes? How are you? How's it going? Thank you, Angel Eyes. Appreciate that. I'm waiting for some people to get in here and we'll get the show on the road. What's up, Wendy? How are you? Yeah, welcome in, everybody. Come on in. Also, hit that like button, please. I'm trying to make my channel a lot bigger than what it is. I want to go bigger and I want to do better. And without your help, I can't do that. So I need your help, everybody out there. That's my that's my goal here. Just wait a few. How are you ladies doing today? Thanks for those likes. Are you coming in? Thumbs up. There you go. As you're coming in, hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Angel Arts. It sounds a little better. You know what I forgot to do yesterday? You know that why the sound was coming in so bad? I forgot to fix my TVs and delete the Bluetooth. So that's why when I had a guest on, when I had Kel's bells on, it was echoing all the time we were on. So it's all taken care of now. How is the sound? Is there any echoing? I hope not. Does echo? Holy jeez. It's just a verse that it has to do where I found it, Tara. No, it doesn't have nothing to do with me. But I found it on a military station, and it was a guy who does Bible quotes for the military. Hey, Christine, what's happening, sister? How are you? So there's nothing that I'm going to do. That's what, and if you really want to really get into that verse, it's Jesus gave up his life for his friends, at the Last Supper and around the world, because we're all his friends and all his children. So that's what it really means. But I found it on this one YouTube channel I go on, and on YouTube, he's a military guy. I listen to him all the time. So he's also, I think he's a preacher in the military. I think he's in the army. He's a preacher, though. He's a priest in the army, a servant of the Lord, I guess you could call him. Which there was a time where when I went into basic, right? So I went into basic training right after I got out of high school, and I was a big ass pothead then. But I didn't smoke pot because I had to take the drug test to get into the military. So I stopped probably about maybe 3 months before I even got in. Probably longer than that because I had to do the drug test first before they would accept me. Then I didn't go back to it because I had like maybe 3 months, 2 months. I'm not too sure of the time zone when I had to go in. So fast forward a little bit, I went into. I was in there for about a month now, and I decided to go to confession. Now, then there was just Catholic priests in the army. There was really no Christians, and they always, when you wanted to confess your sins, I know the verse well. I was just wondering if it meant something to you. My papa was a preacher from I was a very religious family. There's no little no. There's so little know about me. Ernie loved to lie about me. I know, Tara. I know. I figured that out. I'm talking to you now, ain't I? But yeah, I read that verse, and the preacher did explain it, and I was like, yeah, that's true. It was just a verse that I liked. I actually like the book of John 13, the book of John. I always read the Bible. My favorite is the book of John. I even listen to it sometimes when I go to bed. I'll just put the book of John on YouTube, and you can hear the whole chapter of John, the whole book of John. But yeah, I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I'm not. I don't go to church every Sunday, even though you don't really have to go to church every Sunday. But I read the Bible. Let's put it that way. I mean, there's things that I want to change in my life. Like now, I decided I want to try to quit smoking. Now, don't hold me to this. Yeah, that was excellent meeting. I love reading the book of John. That's my favorite book, and Matthew too. But so I was saying, I'm not 100%, Christian. I don't do everything right. I sin. I pray every night. I read the Bible. I pray really in the morning, at night, and I talk to Jesus every day, every minute of the day. Whatever I'm doing, I'm always talking to him. Always. Especially while I'm by myself a lot, so that's who I talk to. So as I was saying, when I went in the army and I was in basic already, I stopped smoking weed. It wasn't really that long, but I went in to go to confession. And one thing about Catholic churches, when I was Catholic, when I was young, I was Catholic, but I switched to Christian. That's another story. Anyways, I used to hate going to confession. I used to like it. I didn't like it, but it was a lot easier talking to the priest in the confessional booth. So I didn't mind doing that. But in the army then, there was no confessional booths. If there was a church, it was a small church, but you actually sat on the altar face to face. And it was a captain, and it was I know it was an officer. It was either a lieutenant or a captain, and he's like, "You seem nervous." I go, "Yes, I am, sir." He goes, "Why are you nervous?" I said, "Well, I never really did a confession or tell my sins face to face. It was always in a cubicle, a confession booth." And he's like, "Well, yeah, we do things different. You should know this by now." I said, "Yeah." He was a cool officer. He was definitely relaxed. You know what I mean? Especially with basic training. You really don't meet too many relaxed officers going in offices or, walking around the military base. They're not relaxed at all. Everything's got to be 100% military. But this was a kind of relaxed meeting. So he goes, "All right, well, this is what we do differently." And I told him, my to prayer and stuff. My last confession was so-and-so. And I confessed one of my, a couple of my sins. And then the last one I said, "Well, sir, I just wanted to tell Jesus that I thank him for leading me to this path because I'm in the army now and I really do love it. And it's making me not smoke marijuana anymore. So in a way, Jesus made me stop smoking pot. Well, I prayed for him to make me stop smoking pot. And what's up? How are you, Truth Earth?" And he goes to me, "Well, why are you telling me?" I go, "Because it's confession." He goes, "Listen, you can bypass me. Why don't you just confess your sins to the Lord yourself? It works better and it's quicker." So he started laughing at it after he said that, and I started laughing. So it was between you and him, me and him. It was a nice little joke, and it was a nice little warm up. So ever since when he told me, because I thought about it, I was like, "Yeah, why do I have to go to church? Why can't I just tell Jesus I'm sorry for all my sins? Please cleanse me. Please accept my sorriness for my sins." And ever since then, I never went to another confessional booth again. I just tell him my sins. I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry for this. So it was pretty cool. I just wanted to throw that in there. Sometimes, stories will come into my head, and I'll start, saying that and stuff. Hello everyone. I'm behind as usual. All right, no worries, Skunk. Don't worry, brother. You're good. You're good, Skunk. Do you want me to talk slower, Skunk? Should I talk slower for you? We're not really talking about nothing big or anything like that. I'm just talking, making stories up, just making shit shot. Hey, SDA, thank you for that clip. It was a great clip. I forgot I got a comment on that, but thank you for that. It was pretty good. I liked it. What's going on? SDA, how are you? Mods, don't block anyone. If you're gonna block someone, make sure it's just bad. Don't block. We're all friends here. Just get rid of the trolls, or if something's really bad, get rid of it. I really don't want anybody blocked anymore. It's ridiculous. Redhead Storm, how are you? How's it going for you? How's it going today? We're just bullshitting about everyday life today. There's no trauma shit. In fact, I actually we're just watching The Biggest Drama on YouTube. Oh boy, I'll be putting out the video tomorrow. Who's this now? Who's a drama? You're talking about me? I was just watching This Biggest Drama on YouTube. Oh boy, I'll be putting that on a video. You see? Okay, all right. I guess I will. I even, you know what, SDA, I even try. I look to see if anybody's on, so I'm not cutting anybody into anybody's lives. And I didn't see anybody on, so. But I guess I'll wait for tomorrow. That's cool. Awesome. Everybody, come on, welcome in, welcome in. And like I was saying, mods, if it's bad, block. If it's so, just let it flow. I want everyone to have their peace of mind. SDA, thank you for coming in. Constance, what's going on? You're welcome, Constance. Like I said, I'm not here to start trouble anymore. I don't want trouble no more. I'm sick of the trouble. But Constance, you're welcome. You had a good live before. So, welcome everybody. Welcome in, Constance. She's new to the chat. She's new to YouTube. What's up, Turn the Page? How are you? What's going on? Also, I'm going to try to get it to Jimbo's tonight, his live. I checked, and if anybody talks to Jimbo or Kemper, I don't have them blocked. I checked everything. I went on their YouTube channels to see if I could do it that way, and they're not hidden. They're not blocked. I checked into my YouTube studio. No one is blocked there, so there must be a glitch somewhere. Turn the page. I don't know if you go into Jimbo's. I don't remember. I don't remember who goes in there and who doesn't go in there. But let them know that I don't have the block on my end. I was in there last night. I didn't say anything, but I did watch it. They do have some valid points, that I have to admit. They really do. It works. It does. All right. No worries. I don't know everybody who goes in and who doesn't go in. So I just asked. I'm sorry if I caused a problem there, which hopefully you still come back. Like I said, I don't know who goes where. I just remember names and shit. So I just remember the names. I don't know where they come from. But here, I don't care who comes in here. I really don't. And I don't care where any of my subscribers go. I really don't. There's a few that I just warn, I try to protect them. They know who they are. So, because when I was on that side, the Tiger side, they were attacking my channel, who was belonging to my channel and stuff. So I don't want to see that. That's why I got away from that. I'm just getting away from the trouble. Like I said, I can't stand this shit. Really can't. If everybody people want to do drama, they could do drama. I'm sure I'll do drama here too sometimes. I'm not saying that I'm going to cut it out totally. You know what I mean, everyone? I'm not going to do it totally. So, but hopefully everyone's all right. And I had to cancel my court case. Yeah, I know, Angela. You don't. I had to cancel my court case because I still have this cough. That's another thing I want to. I want to stop smoking, but don't. Like I said, don't count me on that. I'm gonna. I should say I'm gonna try to stop smoking because this cough is bad. You got to hear me sometimes. I thought I was dying. I think the neighbors hear me and they're going to call 911, the emergency number, because it's bad. It's something more like a heavy, something like a heavy, deep cough, like a bronchitis. It sounds bad. I'm sure you guys heard me once in a while here, but I do have my inhaler. I do have a bag of cough drops. Ow. You know what I hate? Something bad happened to me today. And the first thing when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I want is a cup of coffee and a cigarette. You know, I'll go to the bathroom and stuff like that, but the first thing when I plan my day out is a cup of coffee and a cigarette. Uh, so this morning, I'm listening to Boy George laugh out loud. Uh, SDA. Now, hush that. So, anyways, I went into the kitchen, set up my coffee machine, put the water in there, put my little 1 cup of coffee in there. Uh, Come a chameleon. Do you really want to hurt me? Uh, and I hit the button, and it don't work. I tried cleaning it out. Oh, the crying game. I'm not. Yeah, well, somebody's crying. Someone's really crying now. Not me. I'm actually last night. Well, let me finish this story with the coffee. I hate when I do that. Uh, so now I don't have a coffee maker. I tried making it later this afternoon. I tried in the morning. I tried last night. It actually wouldn't happen because I wanted a cup of coffee before I wanted to do the live. Didn't work. I tried again this morning. Didn't work. A little bit about 11 to 12. It didn't work. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to go get a coffee. So I lit up a cigarette. I said, I'm going to have to get a cup of coffee. So I had to walk down to the market and get a nice large cup of coffee. So I'm out. I'm looking for a new coffee maker now. And it's not, I don't buy those good freaking expensive ones. I seen them right now. I'm not buying the 1 cup coffee maker anymore. I'm going to buy one of those. I'm going to buy that one. What do you call it? Where it's either the 5 cup or the 12 cup, and it doesn't have to be smanchy. I see one for $12, and I'll just buy a bag of filters. That's all. I have the coffee, so oh well. What are you going to do? That's life. I want to thank everybody for coming in last night. That's what I wanted to say too, man. Last night I really didn't want to do that live. I did. I wanted to cancel it like I normally do. I just wasn't into it. Uh, and no, it's not because I get scared. I'm going to tell you the truth why it happens. I can't make a set alive in the morning to go on in the afternoon. I can't do it. The only reason why is because at that one point I'm into doing it, but then when the time comes, I'm not into doing it, and I don't want to upset people if I'm boring. I know sometimes I can be boring. I'm not, you could say what you want. I really don't care, but sometimes I am boring. I try to not to be, but it does. And when I'm not into something, I get quiet. I don't talk. I don't know what to talk about. So that's why I don't set lies. But last night, and actually, I was like, holy shit, after the live was over. Just don't give in. I'm not, Skunk, I seen what you wrote in Constance. I'm not giving in, brother. I'm telling you. I can't. I can't. I don't want to go back to that place. I was in a dark place. I don't know if you could hear my attitude now since yesterday when I got everything off my shoulder and off my chest. Like I said, I thought that live was going to go horrible. I thought I was going to get attacked, beat up, shoot out, and it was complete. Ask Suzanne when you see Suzanne, when you see Minnie. I just, oh, I don't know, she doesn't care. Ask Minnie how I felt. And I told her, I said, I'm going to get ripped a new asshole. I know it. And it did. It turned out really good. It turned out actually the way it turned out in Jimbo's, I was actually shocked. But everyone was talking to me. I'm on a new path. I want to do good. I want to build my channel up. I want to get into this even more. I want to build my channel where I could do other things. I definitely still want to go into the addiction too. I want to do that. Homeless vets, depression, news. Not, news every day, every once in a while when it's something big, I'll do that. I was thinking about, I might get chewed up on this one. I'm really into, and hear me out before you start yelling and screaming at me. I'm not into it, but it's just a storyline and how Charles Manson came into this world. It's a really interesting. He's not a stupid man as everyone portrays him to be, or the way he used to act. He's very smart. He's very educated. He's a great musician. He's a great songwriter. So I want to do stuff on him. I've been studying a lot on him. I've been reading books. I've been watching history channels and stuff like that. And I mean, there's times where he was out to lunch, but I think that was all a setup. I used to watch Sally Garcia. She talked about Ernie, that how I knew about him back then. So I stayed away. Rest in peace, Sally. Oh, okay. I don't think I do Sally Garcia. Okay, cool, my sister voice. That's cool. I always, I don't know, how can I say this? He always intrigued me. Even when he was acting crazy on the interviews. There's a ton of interviews of him where he's just out of it. But then again, there's interviews where he does make a lot of, okay. All right. There's a lot of channels, a lot of interviews, my sister voice, where he makes a lot of sense about how the world is, how the politicians are, how the jail system is. So like I said, see, that's my call. Like I said, he's really, once you start hearing him, you're going to see, he's really interesting. Have you seen any of the true crime channels? Most of the decent channels have 3,000 or 5,000 subs and great views. True crime. Yeah, I know. True crime does good on this platform. It does, Skunk, but there's also, they do. There's a lot of great channels, decent channels on the true crime. I'm not really into, I mean, I'm into true crime. I did when I first came here. I came for Summer Wells, but I don't feel that I'm good enough to do something like that. I don't want to put out something that's wrong, something that's I think is right and it's wrong. Yes, it is. My sister's voice. It really is. Yeah, man. Okay, good. Maybe you can help me out with this one. But yeah, I definitely want to do that. There's a couple of new series out with the other serial killers that have been around from the 80s to the 90s. I don't watch true crime. Most of them are locals. Yeah, yeah. Some of them are like really bad. But there are a lot that are really good out there, and I always think of if I put something out and it's not right, or someone takes it the wrong way, then I'm gonna get in trouble. Uh, yeah, Sister Boy. So I'm into that stuff. I'm into those serial killers. Son of Sam. I was in New York at that time. I lived in New York. We were all scared. I'm going to cover that case too because he's pretty interesting too. And it's funny how, especially Son of Sam, he's a totally different guy. He's Christian now. He goes to church. But it's funny how people do want to do that. Okay, Skunk, my email's right on my channel. It's right in the information, my email. You can email me anytime you want. My email is open. I don't care. But yeah, I would like to, yeah, that's cool. That'd be awesome. I would like that a lot. I just want to do good. I don't want any more of this stupid shit. Oh, okay. All right, Skunk. Oh, yeah, that's right. You do have it. You did email me once before. Yes, exactly. They all stay at home on their computers and not even looking. The Night Stalker is the only one that freaked me. Yeah, yes. What's this? Let me tell you something, though. Me living in Brooklyn and Queens, Son of Sam had a lot of people scared. There was people who didn't even want to go out, especially women with brown hair, because he was going after women. Then it was the women and the men. But there was a lot of people who wouldn't go out on Friday nights because he usually struck on the weekends. Happy Face Killer too, yeah. But when I was in New York, the Son of Sam was like the biggest thing for me. I had every news. I don't know if I still even got him. My mom still got him. She's still alive, my mom. Uh, so maybe I think she still has the clippings because I saved like every clipping for the Son of Sam. Oh, and I also wanted to Joan Bonet. That case really intrigues me, right? When we were talking about that for a little bit. Oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't when it was Karen A. Karen A. Sent me a clip. Uh, I've been watching all the Joan Bonets, and in my opinion, who there was a detective who worked on the case, but he didn't belong to the same police department. He was hired, I think, by the family. I think the family hired him, or he volunteered for the family. He was a retired detective I think, from New York too. Don't quote me on that. But he worked on the case. He didn't get no. Yes, that's right. So have I. That's real. That's where I got that idea too. They said a lot of crazy things, Skunk, in that one. Uh, oh, did you, Angelize? Man, shoot, I didn't know that. I'm sorry, man. She was a beautiful girl. But anyways, the detective who did work, and you know what I'm talking about, Skunk, because he got no help. He passed away now, and now his kids are working on the case. His son and his daughter. They took over the case because they have all the files and the pictures. But he believed that someone did get into the house. And I'm believing that too. The only reason why I believe that is the footprint on the suitcase. And another piece of evidence that I noticed right away is when that person tied that knot, that was a special knot around the paintbrush. That's not a knot that everybody uses. Every normal person don't use that type of a knot. So it could have been someone military, a professional killer, a mafia killer, someone. But I don't think it was definitely. I don't think it was definitely a family member. Guys, I'll be back to subject. I'm sorry, Tara. I'm so sorry. I didn't know it was going to bother you. I should have put a trigger warning on it. I'm sorry, Tara. Well, we're not always going to talk about this. So I do apologize, and I'd rather you do come back, all right? Again, I apologize. I should have had a trigger warning on it. I didn't know this live was going to get into that. So, again, I'm sorry. Yeah, the case is, you think that dad did it? I don't think he did. But we all have our own opinions. My buddy and I got into a heated debate about the subject last Thursday. Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I know. I sometimes I forget it. Angel eyes. I'm not. That's just the way I am. I forget it. Uh, so anyways, yeah, that's what I want to get to. I still think. I don't think it was any of the family members. I really don't. But that's everybody's opinion. Everybody has their each opinion. But that one show on Netflix, I actually watched the whole thing. I think I watched the whole thing, but I want to go back and watch it again. There was a lot of good, a lot of good, a lot of good evidence. He also thinks someone in the house did. Oh, yeah, I don't think I got up to that point. Uh, it's yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy stuff. That's another case I don't think they'll ever solve. And I'm sorry to say that. I don't mean to say that. I hope they do. Took over 30 years to find the man that murdered her. So that's door neighbor. Oh, SDA, John Bonet? I don't think they found anybody. We don't. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I was going to my other thing. Let me go back to what you were saying. Hold on. Uh, SDA. Took over 30 years. SDA. Oh, I was 13. Child was missing in my. Okay, it was a child. Okay. Christine Jessup. Oh, wait. That sounds familiar. I think that was definitely in the papers. That sounds very familiar, Christine Jessup. It does, right? My sister's voice, I think that does sound familiar. Wow, 30 years and it was the next door neighbor. That's crazy. Yeah, sister's voice. That and Summer. All right, so I should, let's not even talk about that. Thanks, Angel Eyes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for reminding me. Uh, but that's what I really want to do. I want to. We could even go into the music scene too. There's so many fields we could go into. So many fields without pressuring the heat and stuff like that. There's so many fields that we can move into, and that's what I want to do. If you guys all have suggestions, we can pass them out to me. Uh, wow, yeah, that just that sounds very familiar. It really does. So back. I'm sorry about that. No, I'm here. I'm back. I did. I banged myself out. But Smithtown, New York. That Smithtown. That was my hometown in New York. Right. mostly grew up. I was born in Brooklyn, Queens, and I always used to go there no matter what, even when I lived in Smithtown. Uh, I forgot about the kid's name, but I will find out the name. But this is where uh, they were. These 4 kids were out of school, and this little kid was hanging out. He was like 12, 13, 14, and these three or 4 kids stole a mini bike, and they thought that this kid seen them. Okay, and they grabbed him. They started. They didn't want. They swore that they seen him, and he was going to call the cops and this and that and everything. And what they did was they dragged him in the woods on the school grounds. And this is going to be a trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. Definitely a trigger warning. They put pebbles down his throat so he couldn't breathe. He passed away, and for like 10 years, they couldn't find out who did it. They finally found it, but I'll think of the kid's name. But that happened in Smithtown, New York. Quentin, it was with a Q. His last name was with a Q. So I'll find out the name and everything in the case that was in. That was in 1988, and that was a big case. Thank you, Angel Eyes. I got to get all this shit ready for stuff, but I didn't know we were going to be talking about this. But anyways, it was a good case. It took them a while. They finally caught the kids, and they caught them when they were out of high school. This happened when they were in high school, so. But that's what I want to start doing, and we could do this. All of us could do it. If you guys want, we could do it. Work all together on it too. So, oh wow, I see that. Is that the young man found in the wrestling match? No, he was actually found in the woods. My sister's voice, right on school grounds. They left his body in the woods. It was on a school, elementary school grounds. I could swear that his name starts with a Q. American name. I'll find out. Yeah, it's a different case. Yeah. Yep. So, unless you want to look it up, it was in Smithtown, New York. I think it was at Branch Brook Elementary School. Branch Brook Elementary School in the 80s. John something. It's coming to me. John something. John, he was about 12 or 13 years old, I'm pretty sure. Or maybe, I think one of the murdered kids was John. I went to high school with them anyways. All of a sudden, the cops came to the high school, and then they brought the 4 out, and we were like, huh? Looks like they caught him. Because they came in and got him and went right back out. They didn't even stop. That's how quick it was. You could also work on the Oak Beach Inn, the murders out there where the prostitutes were killed. I lived about 45 minutes from there. So we could talk about that too. I'm sure you all heard about that. It was all prostitutes and stuff. So anyways, like I said, I don't want to cut into Jimbo's time. I want to do some things around the house. If you didn't hit that like button, please. I want to make my channel bigger. I'm going into different directions. I don't want to play around with the bullshit anymore. But then again, like I said, who knows? I can't promise you all that. Thank you again, everyone. I appreciate last night. I definitely appreciated last night. I was so excited. I couldn't even sleep last night. I was bouncing up and down, watching TV, changing the channels. I couldn't even watch TV. I was also in a lot of pain. I deal with arthritis in my back. Since I'm a recovering addict, I can't get any painkillers, so I just use Tylenols. And Tylenol don't always work, but I want to stay clean, so that's just what I got to do. Yeah. Thank you, Angel Eyes. Thanks for coming in. Every everybody, thank you for coming in. We're going to do it again. Everybody head out to the stand. Angel Eyes, if you could put his link in there. I'm sure everybody's got it also. Peppermint oil. I think once you told me about that. Here in my building years ago, we all went looking for him. They found him there, a forest in the back. Oh, damn. All righty, y'all. Yeah, Angel Eyes, if you can, it's no big deal. I'm sure everybody here knows where the stand's at anyways, but everybody go over to there. I'll be over there. See what his show is going to be tonight. 3 years old. Oh, what a shame. That's crazy. It was good live last night. Yeah, it was Redhead Storm. I actually thought it was going to go in a different direction, so maybe I should start thinking that, come out to be better lives. I was actually on there pretty long, 2.5 hours, 2 hours, but it was a good live. I actually enjoyed it. I felt a lot better because I got everything. Thank you, Wayne. Appreciate it. I felt a lot better. I got a lot of weight taken off my shoulders. It was rude me what I was getting into. It was. Thank you also, Wayne. Thank you, and also Angel Eyes. Thank you. People can't watch their kids. Yeah, I know. It's crazy. All right, y'all. Let's all head over to the stand. I know it's still time. I just want to take a shower and get something to eat. All right. Thank you for coming again. Hopefully, you come in again. I want to see you all again, and we could hang out and chill. Just chill. All right. All right. Good night. Peace and love. Thank you for coming in again. Have a good night. Thanks.